crafty friends, Wens here from Crafty Kiwi Mama. I am wanting to share with you today a fun Halloween creation I've made that's called a Flip Flap Fun Fold card. It's got a cute mechanism inside the card that makes the inside area that you can see here where the pull tab is pop open for a fun reveal. And I just want to show you some of these beautiful papers and gorgeous elements that I've used to create this card. On the front here, as you see it now, I've used some stunning Halloween papers from Whimsy Stamps called the Haunted Houses paper pack. It comes with an amazing range of different scenes, all very Halloween and sort of eerie themed, but so fun. And I've continued that same panel both on this front portion of the card and then the little strip underneath here. The actual mechanism sits in front of that, but underneath that I wanted it to have more of a continuous flow, so that's actually, you can see the path running down through the pages there. That's as high up as that little pull tab goes, but you can actually have it down one notch to there, which kind of gives you an idea of what's about to happen. The only thing I've added to this front panel, apart from this little pull tab, are these two little stamped bats. So this scene doesn't come with the stamped bats over the moon. Those bats are from the Bramble Wreath stamp set and are just two tiny little bats in amongst that beautiful stamp set. I've used lots of elements to create this make, but I haven't used sort of the main aspects of the stamp sets as you would expect. I've used like little accessory pieces. So for instance, the little bats on this are from that Bramble Wreath stamp set. As I flip this open, I'm going to have to turn it because it's the easiest way for me to hold, and I apologise for that. Oh, I can probably do it this way. That little pull sign or word is from a stamp set that I forgot to make a note of that had some interactive words as part of the elements. It's one of our older sets. I'll have to link it down below in the comments. But I thought the actual pull tab itself would be, instead of just having a circle, which is how I've seen it done with the online versions that I've found to create the card, I decided I would actually use the body of the bat to be the pull tab. So this is how it goes. I'll do it a bit faster. So it pops up to several layers. So that first layer is the Batty die set. These three are from the Batty die set. So these two little ones. And they're resting on a paper that is from the Bouquet paper set. So B-O-O-K-E-Y, not bouquet, but Bouquet paper set, which was a Halloween set release last year. It's gorgeous. It's full of all these bouquet kind of designs, or bokeh designs. And then, as I say, the Batty die set are those three. And then as I pull it out, it pops open to the next phase, which says just a little Batty. And I've used toning papers. I've gone more autumnal with this particular, so it was darker at the front, but I've gone more autumnal with these colours. But I kind of wanted them to match, and a lot of the Whimsy sets have beautiful flow-through colourways, and all the papers are such stunning quality and very similar finishes on them. It's a beautiful, it's not shiny, but definitely not a matte, muted colourway. They're bright, beautiful colours on the papers. So this one is the rainbow paper set, and the Just a Little Batty word die comes from one of the sentiments in the Something Wicked stamp set. That's the beautiful one that has the eerie, sort of a bit slooky looking lady in the middle of it. She's amazing though, with bats rising up from underneath her. So I thought that was quite a fun one to include here. And then the word Halloween I've taken from the Dracula I Compel You stamp set. And this is actually dies for this bit, because there were no stamps that I could find that had the word fun in them. So we need to remedy that. But I took the FUN, which I created with the Fun with Words 1 die set. Either would have worked, actually. I think that the number 2 set also has the ability to create that word too. Really cool about those particular die sets. They're a great little size for just a small and simple sentiment. They don't contain a full alphabet of letters, but they have so many, it's very easy to make a lot of words with those two, and there are 2 sets at the moment. I'm hoping they'll bring out a third, and that will complete the alphabet, so I'll have to talk to the bosses about that. This beautiful paper is the Pink Autumn paper pack. These are all 6x6 paper packs, so easy to trim down and sort of find the bits that you want to work with, but I thought that that was just such a pretty layer. And then if you flip that up, we come to my little dude at the end. He's been coloured with Copic markers, and I left my markers out so I could reference what they were. I did the little cheeks with R34 and R32, and the actual body of the adorable little bat has been, the darkest colour I've used is the BV29, and then I've used BV08, BV04 and BV02. I didn't actually end up using the lightest ones, just those dark ones, and then of course I've used white highlighter pen, jelly roll pen to add the highlights on. This was a completely black background because I've cut all my pieces from black cardstock, and this was a last minute decision to decorate this portion of the card. It actually was just the back of the bat, which you can see I've done a front on the pull tab. Oops, I'll move that down so you can see a bit better. I've done a front on the pull tab, and then I wanted to back it so that it had double strength at the tab point to pull on, and also the wings gave it extra strength, so it's really well attached rather than just that tiny little semicircle point that it would normally have as the attachment point. So quite a firm pulling point, which is great. But I wanted to have the bat there, and I thought, oh, it kind of looks a bit weird to have the upside down bat and then nothing else on that page. And at first I thought that the back like that, when you opened it out, so just you can see it kind of rolls in and then rolls out again. When you open it out like that, I thought it would just be turned over like that, in which case he's actually the right way up when you look at it this way round. And I thought, either way, that is a completely adorable little image. That is from, of course, the Cutie Patootie stamp sets, play on the Cutie Patootie phrase. And I just adore these little bats. They are the super cutest. I've had this from last year's release. I think it was released actually the year before, but I didn't purchase it until last year. And so wish I had sooner. I ran out of time to create with it last year, so I'm super excited to get to colour one up this year. And then this is the back of the complete piece, which I have done with the bubbly die, which is one of the newer dies to the Whimsy set and was part of the Mermaid and Underwater release. But how cute is that for a magical make? And if I bring it a little bit closer, I don't know if you can see very well, but I've coloured those bubbles with iridescent pens, glitter marker pens. They're from scrapbook.com. But there's a little bit of blue, pink and yellow, which as you merge them together create secondary colours. And that's the back where I can write a message to the recipient. So I thought that that was a nice way to finish. So absolutely every panel is covered. So I'll push it back away and you can see the action of it opening and closing. So that's as far as in it goes. That's all the way closed. So that's it completely closed. This is the design before it pops up, which has that nice flow through of the bats. As you can see, I've themed the entire thing to be bats, and then as it pops up it does this, just a little Batty and Halloween fun. And then if you flip it over at this stage, so that can pop up and just be upside down like that with my little bat friend, but then that's the actual back of it, saying Happy Halloween with the beautiful magical bubbles. And I thought that was such a cute frame to complete the piece and have, rather than just a plain white last page, which would be where you write your recipient's message, I thought it would be so lovely just to finish it with a special little frame. And it's very shiny cardstock I've used. It is glossy cardstock. It's Simon Says Stamp glossy cardstock. So my lights are really playing with that. And I've actually also added some glitter, clear glitter pen to the sentiment itself. I don't know if that's going to show up very well here, but that actually has got a little bit of shimmer and sheen in it too, thanks to that. It's just catching the super glossy cardstock, but not to worry. And then, yeah, that's the end of my cute little make with this Cutie Patootie character, and a bit of a fun interactive fold for a kitty to enjoy as part of a little Halloween gift. Thanks for popping in again today. I hope that you enjoyed this little interactive Halloween card, and thanks so much for watching. I wish you a magical day.